Hello YouTube, it is Damien. It is Damien Does England. It is Season 5. Season 3 here with Bournemouth, and today we have a massive game in the league against Manchester City. We also have this game followed up by a Champions League game against just none other than Juventus, who are actually haven't won a game, or actually, well, they're third because they lost 2 times to Lyon and they beat Shakhtar and haven't played us yet, where we've won 3 from 3. It's been a good time in the Champions League, and we'll go through results and all that in just a second. In terms of everything else, we've had a bit of injury drama like Pietro Pellegrini, but he's going to go out there and play, and we'll see how it all goes in this game here against Man City. As you can see from the league, we currently are in 5th. However, we do have a game in hand on Arsenal, but it's Manchester City. You'll see what happens. At the moment, though, we've been a bit hit and miss in the stream. We currently are live. Link in the description below. But let's get into some of the results. So since you would have last met us YouTube, it would have been the Everton game, which we drew 1-1 to. We then drew 2-2 to Burnley, where we got absolutely FM'd as well. Had 18 shots, could have put 1 on target. Burnley had 2 real chances and scored. We beat Shakhtar 2-1 in a game that we were 1-0 down in, couldn't find the back of the net. Eventually, it clicked in the second half, and we did end up winning 2-1. Would not have handled another draw. Huddersfield then came up and won 5-1. Shakhtar 1-1. We won 1-0 as well. Arsenal was 3-4. Olympic Lyon 2-1. Wolves 1-1. Brighton we won 1-0. The Wolves game there was a bit interesting. We couldn't find the back of the net. They had 1 chance on target. Probably a little bit FM. Brighton we won 1-0. We weren't great. We played the 4-1-2-1-2 away from home. Wasn't happy with how it looked away from home. At home, different story. We did end up winning 1-0. Got a clean sheet. And then against Arsenal, Pickford, in the chat's own ways, in the chat's own saying, in the chat, they said he's having the game of his life. He was having the game of his life. We ended up, as you can see, very even game. We ended up scoring in the 94th minute of 94 minutes at a time. Umar Faye on the break. Danny Quinn, the youngster, getting there as well. But the main thing that that we could take out of this is Pickford put a 4 massive saves. Pellegrini had 5 clear-cut moments in the game. Couldn't find the back of the net. Wilson couldn't. Sessegnon had a chance. Couldn't. Umar Faye even had a chance when he just came off the bench. Couldn't. And in the end, Pickford made a multiple amount of saves. Now, you look at this and you think, even game, deserve a draw. Arsenal's manager came out and said that he reckons we were lucky. I told him to go stuff himself. We deserved far more. We probably deserved to win. Considering your keeper made 4 saves. He got quite upset with me. Oh, well, who cares? Anyway, we do have City, though, in the early kickoff. As you see, Liverpool have West Ham. Liverpool just on fire. Southampton's the big one, though. Southampton at the moment, 12 games, 10 wins. I will admit, Man United and Chelsea, 2 massive wins for them. Draw against Watford, only lost to Spurs. They're yet to play Liverpool, yet to play us as well. And then they obviously have to play all those games again. I'm hoping they drop off because it make it pretty hard for us to win the league with another extra team fighting for it. In the end, we are going to go 4-1-2-1-2. Pellegrini's not 100% fit. So I am going to get Umar Faye in. I'm only going to take Garcia out and have no backup left wing and get Amida Sylvia onto the bench as well. And probably start Sylvia in the complete forward role. And we will go Raya, Aurier, Ginter. Who's taller out of the two? 175, and I think Callum's just slightly taller. 181. I'm going to swap these 2 around. And we're going to go Silva, Callum, Sessegnon, Heidemann, Carlos, Sissoko, Melling, Winmer, Ginter, Aurier, and Raya. Raya's been in great form in goals, by the way, pulling off saves, left, right, and centre. And we probably need him to pull off saves here again. And there we go. They're going to line up 4 free... Oh, of course they are. 3 strikers. All right, look, they're playing 3 up top. Just go out there and press, boys. Just limit the distribution from the back. If we can win the wide battle here and really get our fullbacks 1-on-1 against Walker and Grimaldo, we will have a good game. But 3 up front, it's going to be difficult anyhow. Let's see what we go with. I'm always prepared to change. It's something for me to really say. Phil Jones, he's not ready to start this match, is Phil. He's complaining about first-team football, but I can't get him in over Kevin and Ginter. But we'll get out there. Score predictions in the chat, everybody. Links in the description below to come follow us on Twitch and on Twitter so you know when we're going live. And yeah, let's hopefully get a good performance against City before we get into the Juve game. Away at the... we are at Juventus, are we? I'm not 100% sure if we're at home or not. We'll find out after, I guess. Anyhow, good little start from us here. I don't think City are going to play too much possession-based football if they're playing 4-3-3 with 3 strikers. But we'll see how we go. Anyway, we've got 57% of the ball. We're playing in a 4-4-2 pump-the-ball system. But it will be Verratti from a corner. Back stick there. Icardi heads. Dele Alli. And in the end, all Ray had to do was come claim. Callum reckons we're going to lose 4-0 to City. Wow. We usually keep it close against City. Usually have some moments. We've beaten City a couple of times. But 1-0 down here against Manchester City. Can't really afford to lose heavily, you don't think. And can't really afford to lose, to be honest. At the moment, pretty good half from us at the moment. Pretty happy with how things are looking. I'll go for lunch now, but will you stream for one more hour? Nah, Freddie, we're pretty much done after this game, to be honest, in terms of the stream, because I've got work at 7 a.m. tomorrow. In the end, though, Grimaldo throws it in a Deli. Deli now. His ball in a Verratti. What are you doing, Aurier? Aurier has great games against smaller sides, and then when you put him in a big game, he just fucking is a bit of a knob. And I reckon that's inside the box. From this angle, it looks inside the box. Let's wait and see what the referee wants to do. He's going to jog over, have a look, and tell us it's a penalty. Free kick, apparently. It looked inside. Ball in, backstick cleared, and off we go. Into Delhi. I'll take a 2-2 draw Freddie alone as another score prediction. Jackson reckons we'll lose 4-2. That's probably fair. And off we go. Anyway, look, we're just looking for a moment here. I don't like not having Pellegrini on the field. Pellegrini will come onto the field at some point. 46 minutes played. 1-0 down. Look, if we can keep it close, there will be moments in the second half that we can definitely do something about. But at the moment, not much happening here. And it was a corner there as well. And unfortunately, not much happens. Session picks it up. Unfortunately, highlight ends straight there. Look, can we just start well? Create a moment. Let's get excited here. We haven't seen too much from the boys. I could go like 4-1-2-on-2 and really try to negate. They're playing 4-3-3, but they've got all their blame numbers in the middle, so we have to keep people out wide. At the moment, nothing's happening. I want Pietro to play against Juventus, but this is more important. Is it too early for Pietro to come on? Who knows? Get out there, son. Off you go. Go create me a chance, Pietro. Go create me a chance. Highlight. Edison. Goes long. Very long. Can we win it here? We do. Aurier heads into the middle of the park. Could have headed it down the line. Could have headed anywhere else. Aurier is having a shocker. Laporte into Verratti. We got numbers here to press, though. Verratti out the other side. Grimaldo now. Ball inside the Deli. Deli. Can we just press in here? If we win it, we can break. But it doesn't look like we're going to win it. What a ball to Kyle Walker. 2-0 here. They don't miss. Sterling does miss, though. And there we are. We haven't seen one moment from us at all. Let me push forward a little bit. Here we go. Aurier throws it in. Sissoko. We won't win. Carlos does. First time we've seen the midfield on the ball. Heidemann now in space. Into Callum. Callum now. Sessegnon hits block. And here we go. 3 versus 3 because they're going to play 3 up front. And we're going to concede. At least there was a moment for us. At least there was a moment. Sterling's in. Bang. Game over. At least there was a moment. And there we are. They go put 3 up front. We're going to go put 3 up front. Apparently, I didn't swap Pietro Pellegrini in that around. Interesting. I did, but all good. Just 3 up front on Football Manager is the most stupidest thing you can do because it's broken every single year. Danny Quinn for Sissoko. Off we go. Sessegnon, just finish. 2-1 from kickoff without seeing it. Okay. 73rd minute, and we're going to put numbers forward. Let's go. It's a bit early to go to it, but we're going. Anyway, from kickoff, without us seeing anything, we have scored. Sissoko with the assist. There we are. Ball over the top. Good to Sessegnon's foot. Sessegnon puts it in. Interesting. There we go. Come on, lads. Yes, proceed with the changes. Off we go. Come on, boys. Push forward. Push forward. Find a moment. Let's go. 82nd, 83rd. Is there a moment, though? It's a highlight, but it's City. Into Verratti. Verratti now, De Bruyne. We need the ball. We need it now. Sterling. Jesus. Ball over the top. Got to win here. We do. Heidemann. We can break now. Heidemann. Good ball out wide into the wide channel. Callum. Look at the numbers. Other side. Falls back to Aurier. Unlucky. The ball was on. The switcher play is on, though, there to Sessegnon. Good. Oh, my days. Just take a touch. It was a good ball. Poor touch. And now, Jesus. What a tackle from Kevin. It's got to fall to Deli now. Here we go. Numbers everywhere. Deli running with it. Sterling now hits it from distance off the post. Melling will thump away. Still with Grimaldo. Ball in. Backstick. Get it away. Jesus. Sterling. It was offside. Never mind. And there we are. Still believing for 2-2. I'll believing with you. Hopefully. Corner. It would need to be us on the break. Ball backstick. Headed. Stones wide. Needs to be a moment now or never. It's another corner. It's Verratti. Ball in. Can we get that one away? We don't. De Bruyne, Raya. Oh, here we go. Unless that's the highlight, Raya can go long here. And there should be 3 against 3 or more up here. Raya does go long looking for Pietro Pellegrini or Umafei. Numbers with him. Umafei. Can you get a ball to the box? Pellegrini's there. Pellegrini. Head it down. Was the chance. Was the big chance too. Pellegrini heads over. And it was the moment to get an equaliser. There's 30 seconds here. Is there enough time? Umafei, whip one in. He does. It's cleared. Heidemann, other side, switch it. Aurier, into the box, cuts. De Bruyne, never mind, game over. It might be them to score really late. He had to swing at Aurier. He's had a shocker again, Aurier. Numbers here, 4-2. And there we are, 3-2, 3-1, same thing. Oh, it doesn't matter. All those results mean I lost. We're going to lose 3-1 here. Pellegrini with the chance to make it 2-2, not even a minute ago. And then we get hit on the break, committing many, many men forward, trying to get the 2-2 to lose 3-1. Disappointing, but not much we can do about it. There we go. In the end, it happens. We lose the City. It just means that our season really, in terms of us winning the title, is on the rocks. Like, I believe for us to win the title, we're going to have to win every single game in until the World Cup, and then probably every single game in January. We'll go through the fixtures before we get into the Juventus game. We will go into the team talk here. I'm not happy with the performance, to be quite honest. It wasn't good enough from us, and off we go. Send the assistant, because I'm not really fast. Southgate was there to watch. Who cares? After that result there, I reckon we have to beat Stoke and Leicester, and then when we come back, I would say that we have to beat Chelsea, Southampton, United, Preston, and then get to the Liverpool game. I feel like for us, if we can win every single one of those games and get to the Liverpool game, we're in with a shot in the title. If we just drop one of those games, I reckon we're out of it, being as far back as we are now. Only on 23 points. Liverpool already nearly 10 points ahead of us. If we could get through those games there, Liverpool and Spurs, and then we have to go on a run through here. Like Everton, Middlesbrough, Huddersfield, we need to win. Need to beat Leicester, Wolves, Stoke. And then the run home's not too bad as well. We would have to win all those games too. Look, it's going to be quite difficult. Anyway, YouTube, I'll see you guys in just a second for the Juventus game. Don't go anywhere. For everybody here on stream, I'll end the stream shortly. Don't go anywhere as well. Welcome back, YouTube. It is part 2 of episode 53 here of DAMMO Does England with Bournemouth. We do have Juventus coming up in today's second game. However, you might notice, it was not last night after last night's stream. It's not. Went to work, went to bed, obviously 7 a.m. start. Here we are, back straight after work into the YouTube episode. I am going to get to that period now, whereas as you can see in the UEFA Champions League group stage, we're currently on 9 points. A point here against Juventus, who obviously lost to Lyon in both those games. We beat Shakhtar both those games, and then they beat Shakhtar. We beat Lyon last game in the group stage. For Juve, it's a massive game. They need to win. For us, it's kind of pressure off. It's kind of, look, if we lose, everything bunches up, but we still got to play Shakhtar again and Lyon again, so we still got to play the teams that could impact us as well, all at home. Whereas we go with the other two teams like Juventus, Lyon, they still got to play away and at home still as well. But I'm thinking of it this way. We're on 9 points already. We're not here to really focus on the group stage. I would love to get out the group stage. We're probably in a spot where if we do go get a point here against Juventus, or we were to draw 2 of the last remaining 3 games, we're out the group. However, we got to remember, look how poor our start is in the league. And after 13 games played, we are, we're more than, we're 12 points behind Liverpool already. It's a bit too far of a gap to really mount a challenge. What we would have to do in the fixtures, and I've been freaking about this at work, because we would have to go beat Stoke, Leicester. We'd come back. We are going to holiday over the World Cup, by the way. I've got a few chores to do here at home, so we're going to get through these few games. I'm then going to go, as I do my chores, some cleaning, some mopping, and some sweeping outside and stuff for Mum before she comes home from work. We are going to go and holiday over the World Cup. I will then come back for a Chelsea and probably Southampton game, if they're still in the top 4, as a double header. What we are going to do in that double header is we are going to go we're going to recap the World Cup and then go through those 2 games. I personally think that we must beat Stoke, Leicester, Chelsea, Southampton, and United, or draw against one of these 3 and beat Stoke and Leicester, and then win 2 of these 3 games. If we can do that, beat Preston, and then come back for a Liverpool game, or we might even do a Liverpool-Spurs doubleheader in February, those could be massive. The plan is, before we go to coaching tonight, is to probably get all these games done, and then after coaching tonight, I know that it's not probably going to be possible to do this many games because I have work tomorrow and I've got to be late back from coaching, but I'll definitely try to. Anyway, that's a bit of the schedule. You guys on YouTube, though, won't see this video until after tonight's stream anyhow, but that's how it's going to go. So with that in mind, and knowing that we need to get results, I'm going to slightly rotate, and I'm going to get Heidemann in here, And I'm going to actually play Roberto in as the box-to-box midfielder as well. Sissoko will start. Garcia Pellegrini will come back from injury with Callum Wilson. I might get Almeida Silvia up there and just give Callum a little bit more of a rest as well. And we might get Umar Faye onto the bench too for... Might get Umar onto the bench for Ryan Sessegnon and just say to Garcia, play the full 90 minutes, and if he gets injured, we're in up shit creek. But that's fine, and I prefer to obviously get Danny Drinkwater into there too. Aurier will play Jones, Ginter, DeMarco, Reyes, Sissoko, Pellegrini, and Amelia Silva. You'll see Pellegrini come off at some point in this game too. I'm kind of just saying, look, this team in a 4-4-2, Juve haven't been at their best. They're probably good enough to get a draw, or we could nab it because, Garcia's still a decent player. The midfield's still quite solid. Roberto's played against Juve plenty of times in his history. It'll be interesting to see how we go on. But at the same time, it will be interesting to see what else can happen here in the Allianz Stadium here in Italy. I'm just going to tell them pressure off tonight. It's a lot more to come from you. We will go out there, set ourselves. I didn't mean to creep on Roberto. He is a pretty good midfielder. Or Rodrigo, sorry. But we will go in there and press Juventus. They're playing free at the back. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the two systems. Look, it's just being rested, nothing more. Once again, I need to go out there. Need to beat Stoke. Need to beat Leicester. Need to go get through the World Cup qualifying campaign. We do have then Juve at home. I'm not going to stray any more of the group stage for the rest of the stuff after this game here. But if the group stage gets close, you might hear about it. But apart from that, not really. Anyway, DeMarco hits it into the wall. DeMarco starting, by the way, over Melling's not the worst because he does have a very good free kick. And this team, like I said, Juve not in the best of form. This team's not the worst team in the world. Jones has played at an okay level. Pellegrini's still out there. Alvaro Garcia's no mug. We could be okay in this game as we come forward with Garcia ball in. Almeida Silva goes down. It looks like a pen. And the referee says it is a pen. He's going to go over and watch the VAR, but I'm pretty sure that is pretty clear cut, to be honest. So we're just going to skip past this until he gets there. And the referee is reviewing the incident, and the referee goes and says, yes, 100% penalty. How important was VAR today in the Champions League as well? This is filmed on the days DeMarco does score underneath the keeper. 1-0 up here in Italy. We'll take this to the bank and run. Well done, DiMarco from the spot. Wasn't the best, depends, but we'll take it. How important was VAR today in both Champions League games? Of course, the one Thursday I work, for people that don't know, Thursday is usually my Sunday. I don't have to work. It was rostered on because of how availability went for this week. So I was like, okay, wear it. Obviously, I don't think the penalty was there for the Man United one. Where's Kimpembe's arm meant to go? He's from 2 feet away. I don't know how they give it, and the commentators were stunned. And then obviously we had VAR go and help Porto get over the line. Porto, I think we're a little bit lucky. They got away. The penalty for Porto was there, but Roma had a shout last minute of the game. Which was overturned when Marega came across. Who was it without the ball? It happening like this corner running away from it. And he went down. And I'll tell you what, if they're going to be really, really nitty-picky and give Kembepe's handball, you probably have to give that as a pen because Marega makes a little bit of contact, comes across him. It's probably accidental, but it's a foul and it's inside the box. And if it warranted VAR to have a look at, it probably deserved it as, okay, we're 2-0 up here as we're talking on. Szczesny's made a mistake. Heavy touch. Amoria Media Silva picks it up. We're 2-0 up here in Italy with our reserve side. We're about to go 12 points from over 4 games, which is absolutely amazing if we can hold out here. Viola's ball back to Szczesny. Heavy touch. In the end, Silva's like, yep, I'm there. The pressure, no problems. And we are 2-0 up and loving life. It's good to see the 4-4-2s working. However, for whatever reason, in the league, we just can see chance after chance. As you can see, Juve haven't been even created at home. We're dominating. We're not dominating the game, but we've definitely been the better side. And yet we, in the league, just go and concede every chance that's kind of on target. That would have went in. Ronaldo would not have missed. Olympic Lyon are 2-0 up against Shakhtar. If we're to win here and, Juve were to lose, I'm pretty sure Juve are pretty much done and dusted this year in the Champions League. And us and Lyon are going to go through. We will get into the team talk here. I'm very pleased. Keep it going, lads, is what the assistant said. They're all happy. I've clicked on something that I shouldn't have. I don't know. I was just trying to get to that screen. It doesn't bother me. It's a good team talk. Anyway, let's go out there, and we're getting some good rest into the players. But in the comment section, do you think we're too far back now to win the title? I think if we were to win the title, we would go on one of the biggest second half of the season. We also got to remember it's only 13 games, right? So obviously there's 38 games in the Prem. If we can get the next 7 games, you really catch up some points on Liverpool and so, we would be okay, And then obviously there's fixture congestion. Can we keep people fit? I don't expect us to get through, Look, we're going to get through the group maybe by the looks of things here, unless, Juve go around and come back, which they're definitely capable of. Costa comes inside, good save from Raya. Look, and then fixture congestion. I'm happy to then, once we pass the group stage, go throw the Champions League. Don't care. focus on that Premier League, and then hope we can claw enough points back at Liverpool. That Liverpool game and then the Spurs game, so following up, which would be a double episode for YouTube. That game at home is massive. If we can go there and beat Liverpool, that's a big swing for us. And if we can win the games beforehand, go on a bit of a run, Liverpool drop a couple of points, we beat Liverpool, all of a sudden you're back in the title race. Unlike last season where we just kept pace with Liverpool, this time we find ourselves well off it. In the end, Szczesny's done well to not concede a deflected cross then, and we are still 2-0 up, 67 minutes played. Who would I take off here to play in the next game? Probably Sissoko, so Sissoko would come off. I might not go 4-4-2 for the next game against Stoke. I'll probably go 4-1-2, 4-1-2-1-2. But it depends. I think we're playing away at Stoke. Stoke are really good at what they do, so we might play 4-4-2. And we always seem to play a little bit poorly with the 4-1-2-1-2 away from home, but at home we're pretty good. I forgot to bring Pellegrini off. That's what's going on here. Umafe, get out there before Pellegrini dies. And there we are. There's going to be a highlight before Umafe comes off the field, which is fine. We'll call Umafe comes off the field. You know what I meant. Danny Quinn, though, he's quick. Good ball inside. Pellegrini maybe with a chance. Oh, it's a mistake. And if you thought maybe the game wasn't over, it's over now. It's a mistake from Bonucci going to pass back to Szczesny. Almeida Silva's been in great form off the bench and in the Champions League, and everything that he's kind of done has come to gold for the one the kid so far in his first season. Juve at 6s and 7s. In the end, the poor ball there, it was, try to pass back to Szczesny. Szczesny didn't read it. Almeida Silva is on it again. And there we are. Yeah, make the change. Pellegrini off. That's perfectly fine by me. And we are going to be home and home here in Italy. We can't seem to win in the league, or we can't seem to be consistently winning in the league. However, in the Champions League, we are dynamite. Maybe we might not win the league this season, and maybe we might have to go and focus on the Champions League. By the way, great save from Szczesny. And off we go, because we're producing this form, and we get an easier game because we get top of the group, maybe, for instance. And obviously, we still got to play Lyon and so on, but we were pretty convincing against Lyon on stream last night. Garcia with a chance, Szczesny good save, and Umafe will keep it in, and he gets tackled, and it'll be that. Hopefully, the game just now runs out. We get an easier tie. We get through all of a sudden in a quarterfinal. Anything can happen in a quarterfinal. We luck into a semi-final, then anything can happen. In the end, it looks like it will be game over. And saying that, though, apparently it's going to be a foul in the 93rd minute, and we need VAR. This annoys me because obviously you don't need to give it because it's pretty much game over. And if it was a foul, it's pretty clear cut what the decision is. It is going to be a free kick because it was a mile outside the box. And we don't even get to see the free kick, and now it's going to stay on a freaking fast highlight for my next game. It's okay, we'll change it. Anyhow, the back four having a great game there, as you can see. Everybody having a good one. Almeida Silva probably saying to me, boss, you should start me over Callum Wilson next game. He won't, but, he definitely put his hand up. And then we got Stoke in the next few days. But from this episode here, in episode 53, we are currently 6th in the league. We've had too many draws so far. 5 draws. Should have beaten Wolves, should have beaten Burnley, should have beaten Everton. That is, take off 3, 2, 4, 6. Put on 6 points to where we are. So, 29 points at the moment, you would say. We probably deserve to have been Arsenal too. So, probably 31 points is where we should be. We should theoretically be third and well in this title race. However, we kind of drawn too many games. You got Arsenal away now, which you should have beaten them at home. And we have now Man United away as well. So 2 massive away trips there as well, where we didn't take maximum points at home, which in a title race is huge. Anyway, from Damien, from Damien Does England, if you like the episode, go give us a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Links are in the description below. Come follow us on Twitch as well, because, that's where all the fun and games seems to happen. And live Football Manager is the best thing to watch when you're looking for rage, or you're looking for, exciting content, or a little bit of interaction. Anyway, from Damien, hopefully you're enjoying Damien Does England, and I'll see you next time for a massive league game somewhere in Damien Does England with Bournemouth, Season 3, Season 5 of the Challenge.